Welcome everyone. This is my take on the War of Thorns and what we have seen in game. I know that there is some other stuff that is kind of transcribed in like the novel and stuff. I'm not really worried about that, mainly because I want to just give you my take on what's in game and put the novel and other stuff on the side. So, as we saw, like, we'll first talk about the Horde. They find Azeroth in Silithus, and they're mining it, and the Alliance kind of catch them doing it with their like hand in the cookie jar sort of thing. And so you have this battle for Azeroth with the dwarf. I can't remember his name. He's trying to like help Azeroth and like heal the wound and that sort of stuff. And you end up with Sylvanas, who wants to take the battle almost straight to the Alliance, which which I don't understand the objective other than suspicion that the Alliance are going to use the Azeroth for for the Bush reference weapons of mass destruction, but there's no proof that they've done it. It's just all subjective and all almost make-believe sort of stuff. So I don't understand where she gets that logic, other than just straight suspicion. So she orders Saurfang and a good portion of her army to go north into Ostranar, and there you take out the entire town. I mean, it's just decimated. Civilians, if we're talking like the Horde side, there's soldiers that like ridicule you for killing like civilians and innocents. However, if you look at the Alliance side, it's totally like anything and everything's gone. So it's kind of where I'm kind of confused on, because like the story differs depending on who and what side you're on. But they let you, if you're a Horde, they let you kill civilians. So, in my opinion, the option to do it means they dead. So there is no honor in what they did to the town. I mean, it was just a straight blindside attack. No one knew they were coming. It was just in, out, gone. So, they then march up to Darkshore, and Sylvanas wants to kill Malfurion. Now, I don't understand why. Because if you think about this objectively and tactically, you kill Malfurion. Even if you kidnap him, you're going to rally the Alliance together. They're going to want to either free him or save him. Because if he dies as a martyr, it's going to be a call for war. And the Alliance are going to rally together and come straight for you. Now, so I don't understand the motive. You're not gonna lose hope. Like, you're not gonna like make the Alliance lose hope because you killed Malfurion. I mean, maybe for a brief period, but eventually they're gonna rally together and come at you. So I don't understand that logic. Then, as you're doing the quest, you are actually the ones that actually like use Azeroth in the Hellion first. Pardon me. So, you guys, the Horde weaponize Azeroth first. And you use it on the Ancients and the defending Night Elf that are trying to defend Darkshore. So I don't understand the leadership role. Like, the Alliance might, use Azeroth before us and use it against us and wipe us all out. But we're going to do that same exact logic to them, and it'll be just fine. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand it. Then, after a kind of brief stalemate and, things wait a little while, Saurfang is ordered, Saurfang prior had been ordered to kind of go to Felwood, climb the mountains and scale around, and kind of like a 300 where like one group of Persians were ordered to go up the mountain and around and flank them. And that's kind of what happened to Lordanel. And like, you basically, capture civilians, free them, or question them and free them under Saurfang, but at the same time, you're basically, again, destroying a whole Night Elf village to take Darnassus and occupy it. And when I say occupy, I mean, like, you're going to come in, set up a base in Darnassus, and have a bunch of prisoners of war. Now, during this, like, invasion of Lordanel, Sylvanas and Malfurion had done some battle, and like, Malfurion, if you actually watch, Malfurion actually has the upper hand. And it isn't until like Saurfang throws his axe and injures Malfurion. What I don't understand, and this is just me, through the logic, why doesn't Sylvanas just kill Malfurion here? Because her whole goal is to kill or to destroy hope in the Night Elf. So by killing Malfurion, you've accomplished your goal, and you can turn around, occupy Darnassus and be done with the whole thing. So when she leaves it to Saurfang, and he's already like dishonored himself by doing like a cowardice blow, like from behind, and it wasn't his place to join the fight. And the one thing to understand about Saurfang is he is just, honor is his number one thing. Like, he is strictly honor, nothing else. So when he did the blow, like, he feels guilty, he feels bad, like he shouldn't have done it. So I don't know why Sylvanas left Malfurion under him, unless you're just strictly trying to test Saurfang. But you have to know at the same time that Saurfang isn't going to kill him. Like, you have to understand what your captain or what your people are going to do if you're going to leave something in their control. Because you have to anticipate what's going to happen next, and that's kind of what Sylvanas is good for. She's good at anticipating what's going to happen. So I don't understand the motive and the lack of, like, why she just dropped it. I mean, it just mind-blowing. And then when Saurfang doesn't, obviously doesn't do it, Tyrande takes him back to Stormwind, and the Horde go to the beach and are ordered by Sylvanas to burn the tree. The cinematic is gorgeous, very heart-rending, because I'm pretty sure a lot of Horde players, I'm generally Alliance, so I don't understand. I can empathize with the Horde, those Horde players that didn't want that to happen and wanted their war chief to be kind of nice, neat, and all that fun stuff. But not 100% sure what's going to happen. But what I question is Saurfang. Like, you could tell before, like, he was very self-conscious of doing like anything cowardice or dishonorable, and what happened in the burning, like, you're not burning soldiers at this point. I mean, maybe one or like a handful, but compared to who's there, it's all innocent people, like civilians, and it's straight just genocide. And like, as a Horde player, like, you can think like, yeah, we're savages and we come in and like prolong our group and fight for our beliefs and that sort of thing, almost like a barbarian sort of mindset. But I mean, to me, it doesn't seem like a Horde fight. It seems like a Sylvanas fight, and what you're buying into is one person's ideal, not a group. So I just don't understand it right now. Now we'll flip gears and the Alliance perspective. This is where I kind of fit in, because I'm generally, like, a good portion of my characters are Alliance, so I'll preface this that, like, I am generally an Alliance player. So when I look at it, I just see the Horde kind of come into your land, or the Darnassus area, and are attacking your area for no apparent reason. There's no provocation from the Night Elf, there's no nothing, so it's just mind-boggling how petty it all kind of seems initially. So, the burning, I don't understand. Like, it's just, I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss of words because Sylvanas just, again, like I keep coming back to, it's Sylvanas's war. That she starts it, everything that has happened. Like, put it this way, there's probably a few war crimes that have probably happened because of what Sylvanas did. And the other aspect is, if you want to think about all the losses that have happened, not only on like the Alliance side, because obviously that's just massive, but all the Horde players that have died, like NPCs or characters or whatever, all those that have died, that blood I think is on, like, I don't think, that blood is on Sylvanas' hands. It's not on the Alliance. She's the one that started the war and came into the land and ordered everything. That blood's on her hands, not a Horde or the Alliance. So, the whole concept of morally gray is, in my opinion, out the window. Granted, I don't know if there's anything else going to happen after this, so we will see. I don't know. We'll kind of see what happens. I'm adding this in late. I know that Old Soldier dropped. I will get to that later. But for now, this is kind of what I thought of this. I will do a video on the Old Soldier in a bit. But for now, get back to what I was talking about before. Thank you all. Okay, so where were we? Yeah, the War of Thorns and Sylvanas, and my prediction of what's going to happen in BFA. Sylvanas is going down a path of almost chaos, and there's two forks that I think can happen. There's going to be like a redemption story of how she was corrupt and doesn't understand what or how humans feel, like just craziness. But there's that like fork of like a redemption, redeeming sort of arc, or some kind of arc where she fails. Like, she starts the war, there's so much blood, dishonor, and craziness that she just fails, leads the Horde down this dark path, almost like what Gul'dan did, or the path Gul'dan went. And eventually, either Sourfang or some other entity kicks her out and becomes the new war chief. So at least that's my take on what's going to happen story-wise. So I'm curious to see what happens next. I don't know if there's going to be anything else leading up to the launch and all that fun stuff. So I will do a video if that comes out. The video that's playing in the background is an old Argus kill that I had in like a normal Antaurus group. So thank you all to those that joined in that. I think I just ran a group or something. So I appreciate everyone that liked the video and stuff. So I will, again, if something happens on the launch and stuff, I will do a video on that and we'll kind of go. For right now, like, Sylvanas is just crazy. She's goofy, weird, just nuts. So yeah, it's kind of where I'm at on that. So thank y'all for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.